there's another car.
Oh my god!
In a sudden and devastating turn of events, the southeastern coast of Australia has been hit by catastrophic flash flooding, leaving behind widespread damage and prompting mass evacuations across the state of Victoria. Over the course of just a few hours, an intense and fast-moving storm system unleashed an extraordinary amount of rain, triggering severe flooding along the country's iconic Great Ocean Road. What began as a summer getaway for thousands of tourists quickly turned into a life-threatening emergency as rising waters swept through towns, roads, and campgrounds with alarming speed. The scenes unfolding in coastal communities shocked both locals and international observers, highlighting once again the increasing volatility of global weather patterns. The most severe impact was felt along the Great Ocean Road, a scenic stretch of highway known for its dramatic ocean views and cliffside curves. Heavy rainfall, recorded at up to 180 millimeters within a 6-hour window, overwhelmed rivers and drainage systems in the region. Towns like Wye River, Kennet River, and parts of Lorne and Apollo Bay faced the full force of the storm. In Wye River, vehicles were seen floating through campsites before being dragged out into the sea by powerful currents. Entire caravans were uprooted, and holidaymakers were forced to abandon their belongings in a race against the rising tide. The sheer volume and speed of the floodwaters left many residents and tourists with only minutes to react, resulting in emergency rescues from rooftops, trees, and even submerged vehicles. As night fell, emergency services launched a full-scale response. Hundreds of people were evacuated from flood-prone zones and relocated to temporary shelters set up in community centers. Power outages affected thousands of homes across the southern coastline, and sections of the Great Ocean Road were shut down due to landslides and severe road erosion. Despite the dramatic scenes and widespread disruption, there were no immediate reports of fatalities. However, authorities have confirmed that search and rescue operations remain ongoing, and the true extent of the damage may take days to fully assess. Meteorologists have identified a rare collision of atmospheric conditions as the primary cause behind the sudden flooding. A dense mass of tropical moisture from northern Australia was drawn southward, where it collided with a cold front moving across Victoria. This combination led to the formation of violent thunderstorms that dumped extraordinary rainfall over a short period of time. The steep terrain of the Otway Ranges, with its narrow valleys and sloping landscapes, further intensified the impact by channeling floodwaters directly into vulnerable coastal areas. This created a textbook flash flood event, catching many off guard despite earlier warnings from weather authorities. Government officials responded swiftly. The State Emergency Service issued multiple evacuation orders and flood alerts, urging people to leave low-lying areas immediately. Emergency shelters in Lorne and Apollo Bay began receiving evacuees by late evening. In a public address, the Premier of Victoria expressed deep concern for those affected and assured residents that all available resources were being deployed to protect lives and support recovery. Local authorities continue to advise residents to avoid all non-essential travel, particularly near rivers, creeks, and coastal roads. Globally, the images emerging from Victoria have resonated deeply. Videos of cars being swept into the ocean, of families wading through chest-deep water, and of entire campgrounds under siege by nature have circulated widely, drawing comparisons to some of the worst flash floods seen in recent years. Environmental experts continue to point to the increasing frequency of extreme weather events as a warning sign of broader climate instability. While flash floods are not new to Australia, the intensity and suddenness of this particular event underscore how vulnerable even well-developed regions can be when weather systems become more erratic. As the waters slowly begin to recede, the focus now shifts to recovery and resilience. Residents are being urged to stay alert, as the risk of further landslides and secondary flooding remains high due to saturated soils and unstable terrain. Emergency crews continue to monitor river levels and road conditions, and cleanup efforts are already underway in some of the hardest hit areas. Still, the emotional toll on those who lost homes, vehicles, or lifelong memories cannot be understated. Beyond the immediate impact, the disaster has dealt a heavy blow to the local economy, particularly the tourism sector. The Great Ocean Road is one of Australia's most visited regions, and the timing of the floods during the peak of the summer travel season has only magnified the losses. Businesses that rely on holiday traffic are now facing damage to infrastructure, canceled reservations, and the uncertainty of when the area will be deemed safe again. For many small towns, recovery could take weeks, if not months.
Oh my God!